do a really good job of protecting that shuttle, and it's going to be very difficult with this many Scourge roaming around the map. He does have that good massive Corsairs now. Like I said, I think he's got probably 6 now, so he is able to take out a good amount of Scourge. He does have +1 going up now, but this is going to be a very critical part of the game. Will Stork be able to scoot his shuttle by, or will it get smashed by those Scourge?
Well, I think Shine's done a really good job. The observer is pointing out the Sunken right now. That Sunken is going to take a hit at anything that Stork, but moving out in the wrong direction. And how many of these Scourge are going to be able to get taken out? Oh, but running away. Oh my God, and running away. Oh, and losing like 2 Scourge there, or 2 Corsairs possibly to the Scourge. I'm not really sure. I couldn't tell. I just saw a bunch of Scourge get hit, but gonna. Oh wow. So there's no Zealot to come out first.
Oh.
Wow, and free. Oh my gosh, Shine using Burrow, something we don't see very often. Great use of burrowing the drones. That is a fantastic play there. And of course, until observers come out for Stork. And then look at that. We didn't notice before, but the observers pointing out that Shine has burrowed Zerglings all over the map, which is what we have seen Zerg do, especially when Zerg's going for a big 5-hatch like Hydraless build like this. It's good to have scouting all over the map so your Hydras don't accidentally run into some storms and get sniped. So we are going to see a heavy macro game coming here. Big time from Shine, planning on going in very strong, getting good scouting information, and Stork just so far really just being held off. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, this base you see right here, we haven't seen a lot of this going on for some reason, and the same thing that Shine did at the bottom right there. For whatever reason, I don't see a lot of players going for those kind of quarter o'clock bases there around the middle sides of the maps on Fighting Spirits. So I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why. Usually they just kind of tend to go one side of the map, but we are going to see those raised up plateau bases being used, which I think is very good. And wow, a lot of Scourge coming out and Hydraless. Oh wow, and only losing 1 though. That's the advantage of having so many Scourge, or so many Corsairs. But luckily, Stork is able to bring this shuttle around. But the Scourge already there. The Scourge are going to take out the shuttle coming in here right now, and those Scourge are ready, and they're being microed currently. Oh, but Stork able to get around. He is going to lose his shuttle, but is he going to go drop the payload? He's probably going to try to go into the main. Yes. Oh, but the payload is Dark Templars. Dark Templars getting in the mix here, and wow, I don't know if that shuttle is barely going to be able to, no, not able to make it, but then going in, all Shine has to do, all he has to do is, there we go, he has to burrow, that's all he has to do. So again, very effective by Shine in using that burrow to its maximum advantage there.
Yeah, Stork not getting a lot done, and a lot of this comes back to those burrowed Zerglings along the map. It looks like we're seeing a big drop coming here for Shine. So we'll see if Stork is prepared. It doesn't look like Stork is scouted yet. Stork actually, I don't think, has any observers on the map from what I can see so far, which is surprising considering how early he has Robotics facility out. I don't see an observatory, and no Doom Drop coming in, no movement from those Reavers there, and honestly, Stork does not have a lot of mobile units. He just has his Corsairs and his Reavers and only 1 Zealot, so he needs to get those Reavers up the ranch, which are really slow. Good that he does have a Storm there, not doing a whole lot of damage. Oh, Templar running in a little carelessly, does get a pretty decent Storm there, and huge Storm. Very important Storm for Stork there, honestly. If that Storm hadn't gone off, he'd be in a bigger world of hurt. Luckily, he does have a Reaver at the front of his base, so he might be able to hold this, but Shine is pressing what he has. It looks like Stork has held for now in his main, so pretty decent by Stork. I think Stork has dodged a lot of bullets this game, to be honest. He almost got his shuttle Scourge many times, but it looks like Shine now coming into this secondary, or this third base up here. Stork's shuttle almost getting sniped. Little shuttle gets sniped. No, it doesn't. Shuttle does get sniped, but the Reaver gets down. Pretty big shot off from the Reaver, but that Reaver does go down, and this Reaver is not going to hold. This Reaver goes down. I think this base is going to go down, and this is going to be the killing blow almost for Stork. There's a couple cannons, not quite that many mutas, so it looks like Stork is going to use his probes to hold off the Hydras, excuse me, not mutas. So those Hydras are going to go down probably to probes and the cannon alone, but reinforcing Hydras now. Stork just does not have a lot of units on the ground. Shine just showing his aggressiveness here, and again, those Zerglings just scouting, seeing everything that's going on is so critical. We see Savior do that a lot. He's the one that's kind of shown us how to do that, and now these players now are just taking after Savior, and just amazingly those Burrow Zerglings are just such a good move against Sarah Reaver. It's just so important to have that scouting information. It's just like free scouting information. And again, this base just getting harassed, and Stork having to pull his probes away. He has a few Dragoons. He needs a good storm. There is a good storm. Shine does not do that good of a job pulling away from it, but it's just more and more Hydras reinforcing. I think Stork should get some DTs out. Reaver is slowly crawling around the map, but again, Shine can see those with those Zerglings. So those Burrow Zerglings, again, just helping Shine so much with knowing what's going on.
The idea is that Stork has not had to deal with any lurkers yet. This is a Neo Sauron mass Hydraless build here. That's what's going on, and you'll notice Shine's not even really expanding around the map at this point. Shine is just majorly macroing. It looks like Shine's picking up a left base at the bottom left. You can hear the crowd cheering. This is really exciting stuff, but once those Reavers came in, Shine, I was just about to say I was going to try to go around to the main now, but it looks like Stork is getting enough Zealots out. There is the Shuttle. Shuttle's going to try to get sniped here. No, Shuttle's not sniped yet. Able to bring the Reavers out. It's very key that Stork keeps the Shuttle alive. Stork able to do a good job, able to micro well enough to try to fend off this force here. And I think at this point, Stork has both bases defended. Shine's going to need to focus on that bottom left base. He's going to focus at kind of turning tail and run right here, and then moving up a tier tech. I think he really needs to stop just pumping out Hydralisk. He needs to get to the Defilers out. He needs to possibly go for Ultralisk. He needs to see if there's any way to maybe even get some Mutalisks out to do some High Templar sniping. But Stork on the move. He needs this to work. Stork needs to see a harasser. He doesn't know about the base at the bottom left, but there is a sunken colony, so unfortunately, unless this is a storm drop, it's not going to do a whole lot. Is this a storm drop? No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a storm drop. Oh, and a terrible storm. And obviously, Burrow does not counter against storm. There's the Mutalisks coming out there. The 9, I'm assuming around 9 Mutalisks coming out here. These Mutalisks, oh wow, and losing the shuttle. Stork, that's about his 4th shuttle that he's lost in this game. And Stork, I'm really nervous for him. Stork is not out of the game. He was able to defend that off very well here. He is coming in with a Dark Templar, able to do a little bit of damage, but at this point, there's already speed up for the Overlords. There's the Overlord coming in right now, running right past the Dark Templar.
Well, I don't think he sees it. That Overlord did come in, but Stork didn't attack anything really, so it doesn't look like Shine's noticed that. So that could be actually killer for Shine later on. He does have that sunken colony, or that spore colony, like you said. So if Stork gets too close, he won't be able to get that many drone kills. But as long as he pays attention and micros here, he'll be able to get a few drones. And look, there's a lot of drones there that are just open to Stork, and as long as Shine is not looking over here, that is a one-shot kill, and looks like he's already got 5 kills,
Shine's
6 kills on the DT, but big attack coming in here. Shine actually just trying to snipe the Templar, not being able to. Oh, but Stork mismicroing a little bit, killing the Sunken. Actually, not even necessarily mismicroing, he kills the Sunken, and oh! Drone's able to hold off the DT, so pretty surprising there, but I think about 7 or 8 kills for Stork, so that was definitely worth it. And like you said, Stork actually, after he held off that attack, he was able to keep his 3rd up, and he was able to come back, or basically stay in the game, so pretty even right now, actually. One thing that Shine did, he was very aggressive, just constantly sending Hydras, and his economy did not really improve that much.
Right.
So while he was doing that, he was spending so much money on just forces that even though Stork was barely holding, the fact that he was holding puts him at an advantage at this point in the game, because Stork still had his 3 bases and was using just enough to hold Shine off. In the meantime, Shine did not really expand all that much. He's got the 1 base in the bottom left, and it looks like Stork not even coming in with 1 Zealot, because there's nothing here to attack. And it looks like, oh, that shuttle getting sniped. So again, unfortunately, Stork just unable to protect his shuttles. And again, I think part of that is those burrowed Zerglings still around the map. You know, Shine can just see what's going on. You can still see there's probably actually, there's no burrowed Zergling there anymore, but what I don't like is that Stork doesn't have any observers, and now he's really going to pay the price. Okay, you say
he has one. He has one observer that I've seen.
But he's trying to move out against these lurkers here, which now, and there's the observer now, but the observer gets sniped, and this is the problem for Stork. Stork does not build enough observers, and this is why this worst matchup is PvZ. I gotta say, if there's one critical reason why Stork's PvZ is not up to par with any other of his matchups, is because he does not build enough servers, and he doesn't pay attention to those observers enough. So I think Stork needs to just press whatever and build freaking just rally those observers out there and just have them queued up, because that way, even if you lose one, and there's another one there, so that's good to see. But again, just one observer, as long as he comes in and snipes that, and look, again, he snipes the observer, and this is just horrible for Stork. But the good thing is Stork is still on 3 bases, he's unharassed, he's gonna have a really big army. Well, he already has a really big army, but gosh, just the fact that he doesn't have those observers, he can't really push out at all. And this is what I'm talking about, where these lurkers get on the other side of your bridge, and then you get screwed because you can't go anywhere. So Shine doing a really good job doing what he needs to do to hold Stork at bay, and right now I gotta say it's pretty even, but you know, getting locked in your base definitely doesn't help. You want to put the pressure on the Zerg, and right now Shine has the map control to just expand and do whatever he wants to do.
Right. Stork right now thinking about going out the back door, which takes a lot of work to try to micro all those units. But again, what they're showing is that Zergling, which we didn't see earlier, that Zergling is just sitting there. Everything that Stork is doing right now in that little vicinity, even though the Zergling doesn't have that much of a range, is being seen by Shine. Stork's going to try to. He is going to lose this shuttle, but is he going to be able to get a drop here with this? No, not sending any mutants.